Test. Okay. Hello everyone, welcome to the OneClass channel. My name is Andrew and I'm currently doing Stat and Math at University of Toronto. And today we'll be going over some commonly asked mathematics questions at both the high school level and college levels. And if you need some homework help or tutoring, please check out the links in the description below. So now let's start our session. Okay, so the first question we have is how to write an equation in the standard form of the line passing through -8, 8 and -9, 2. Okay. All right. So first, let's copy down the question. So we need to write an equation in the standard form of the line passing through -8, -8 and -9, 2. All right. So noted we are given 2 points. So the standard form of its equation is given by y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 times x minus x1. Right. Okay, so to get the standard form of the linear equation passing through these 2 points, we need to follow these steps. Okay, so step 1, we need to let x1, y1 is equal to -8, -8. And similarly, x2, y2, we'll let this equal to -9 and 2. So coming up, we have our step 2. We need to substitute the given points to the formula above. All right, so we have y minus -8, since that is -8, which is equal to 2 minus -8 over -9 minus -8 times x minus -8. Yep. So for step 3, we need to simplify. So y minus -8 will just becomes to y plus 8. And 2 minus -8 is just 2 plus 8. And -9 minus -8 is just -9 plus 8 times, same thing, minus -8 just means plus 8, right? And then let's simplify a little bit more. So y plus 8 is equal to 10 over -1 times x plus 8, right? So y plus 8 is equal to -10 times x plus 8. So y plus 8 is equal to -10 times x plus negative 10 times 8, where y plus 8 is equal to negative 10x minus 80. Right. So now let's go to step 4. Recalling the standard form. Which is given by ax plus by is equal to c. And from what we have above, we subtract both sides of the equation by y. So we will get 8 is equal to negative 10x minus 80 minus y. Therefore, now we only got a 8 on one side. Therefore, we will need to subtract both sides of the equation by 8. So we'll get 8 minus 8, which is equal to negative 10x minus 80 minus y minus 8. So 8 minus 8 is just 0. And for our right hand side, it's negative 10x minus y minus 80 and then minus 8. So that's minus 88 in total. And now let's just multiply both sides by equation by negative 1. So negative 1 times 0 is equal to negative 1 times negative 10x minus 1 minus 88, which is because negative 1 times 0 is still going to be 0. And this for negative 1 times negative 10x, so it becomes to 10x, and negative 1 times negative y becomes to y, and negative 1 times negative 88, it becomes to positive 88. And here is our final answer. So 10x plus y is equal to negative 88. Right. So let's review the fourth step again. So the first step, you just set the points to certain x1, y1, x2, y2, and then you need to substitute the given points to the formula, and then you do your simplify, and then recalling the standard form, and then you just shovel the number in. So let's leave a comment there. So, coming up, we're asking what is a symmetric property. Okay. Symmetric property. All right. So this property states that even if you interchange the left-hand side and the right-hand side of the equation, the equality still remains. So let's write that down here. So, oops. So if we interchange the left hand side and the right hand side, of a equation, the equality still remains, which means if A is equal to B, then B is equal to A, right? And in geometry, to determine if the figure is symmetric to an axis, so the left portion must be congruent to the right portion of the axis, and then the axis is called the axis of symmetry. And here are some symmetric figures. Let's say the star. And also the arrow. And triangle. Yep. And then the broken line, where I colored it by blue, is the axis of symmetry. Yep. And just remember that so some figures have more than one axis of symmetry. So if we look at the star one, so this will be a axis of symmetry, and also there's another one, and also there's a third one. Yeah, so just remember some figures have more than one axis of symmetry. I'll write it down here. So some figures have more than one axis of symmetry. Right. So that's all we got for this question. Let's make a comment. Let's connect. Coming up, we are asking to solve the derivative of 2x. Okay. So we need to solve the derivative of 2x. And there are two ways of doing this. So the first is just applying the formula, and the second way is resolving it from the definition, like the limit definition. So let's do the formula way first. So we know d dx n x is equal to n, where and is constant. Right. So applying this formula to the given, we have d dx 2x, which is just going to be equal to the coefficient of x, which is 2. Yeah. And if I want to solve this by the limit definition, let's first let's first copy down the formula. So derivative of fx is equal to limit as h approach to 0, fx plus h minus fx over h, right? And then we let fx is equal to 2x, so fx plus h is equal to 2 times x plus h. And we're substituting this to the formula above. We have we have derivative of fx is equal to limit as h approach to 0, 2 times x plus h minus 2h, minus 2x over h, and which is also equal to 2x plus 2h minus 2x over h, and we got a positive 2x and a negative 2x, so we can cancel this out. Therefore, we're only left with 2h over h, and since we got h on the denominator and h on the numerator, so we can cancel this out as well. Therefore, we only have a 2 left, and we're calling that the limit of a constant is the constant itself. Right. Therefore, derivative of fx is equal to 2. Yep. So now we can write our conclusion. Therefore, the derivative of 2x is 2. Right. Yep. So that's all we have for this question. And let's leave a comment there. All right. Coming up, we have our next question. It's asking us how many centimeters are in an inch. Right. So first, let's recall the relationship between the two measurements. So we know 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeters, right? So 2.54 centimeters are in an inch. And if we're given a questions like how many centimeters is in, let's say, 6-inch, right? Therefore, so whenever we come across a question asking us to convert something, convert one unit to another unit, we always need to think about the conversion factor. And so in this case, we just use 6-inch times the conversion factor, which is 2.54 over 1 inch, or just 2.54 centimeter, and over 1 inch. Therefore, we have 6 times 2.54 centimeters, which is 6 times 2.54, 15.24 centimeters. Right. So yeah, so that's how we find the centimeters in an inch. Yep. So let's leave a comment there. Oh, correct. Word. Okay. Oops. Okay, so our last question for today's session is asking us what is a unicircle in trigonometry. Okay. So unit circle in trigonometry. So the unicircle is a circle with a radius of 1. So let's write down the keyword. Radius of 1. And centered as the origin. Centered at the origin, which is 0, 0. It has a circumference of 2 pi. Circumference of 2 pi. And we can use this to determine the values of certain trig functions at given angles. So we can use this to determine values of certain trig functions at given angles. Yep, so let's draw the unicircle out. So this is our x-axis, y-axis, and draw a circle right here. Yep. And let's say that's 1, 1, negative 1, negative 1. And now let's say we got a angle for 30 degrees. Yep. So yep, something like this. That's 30 degrees, which is same thing as pi over 6. And at this point, the coordinate is root 3 over 2, 1 over 2. And let's say we got a 60 degree, which is around there. So 60 degrees can also be written as pi over 3. So the coordinate of that is 1 over 2, use 3 over 2. Right. And let's say when it arrives right here, which means the angle is 3 pi over 2, which is 270 degrees. Oops. I just need to charge my computer. Okay. And right here, the coordinate is 0, -1. Yep. So let's say, oops. If there's a question asking us to find the exact value, let's say, let's move this down. So if we're asking to find exact value for sine pi over 6, and cosine pi over 6, we just need to look at the Unicircle, and the coordinate of the point corresponding to the angle of pi over 6 is right here, root 3 over 2 and 1 over 2, and sine pi over 6 is just 1 over 2, cosine pi over 6 is just root 3 over 2. Yeah. So remember the sine function takes the value of the y coordinate, and the cosine function takes the value of x coordinate of the point on the Unicircle with respect to the given angle. I'll just write it on here. So sine, so the y coordinate, that's x coordinate. Yeah. Okay, so let's leave a comment there. Okay. Yep. Alright, so I think those are all the questions for today. And if you enjoyed today's Q&A and would like to be notified of when we do this next, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell below. And if you would like to submit your own questions, please visit the links in the description. Remember to leave a like and a comment and share this video with a friend. And this has been Andrew from OneClass. Hope to see you.